your first impressions reading the script and how you approach a character, because I went into this movie cold. I knew nothing about it. So I'm watching something thinking, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? Is this guy good or is he bad? And I was wondering what your approach to that was, or your impressions on it.
Well, that's what I kind of liked about the script. I liked that it was complicated. That the bad guy wasn't necessarily a cardboard cutout bad guy. He wasn't necessarily just pure evil. As is the case in life, it's much more complicated than that. You know, my job was to go to South Africa and discover the humanity and have compassion for the white Afrikaners, the special branch officers that participated in torture and oppression of the black people in apartheid South Africa. So, you know, I had my opinion. I had protested against that back in the day, but my job was find the humans, find the human beings, find the father who tucks his kids in at night, and find out why a good man can be drawn into this kind of behavior.
Yeah, because we look at it, technically this guy was just doing his job and trying to protect his family on one level.
Well, you know, I think I've met a lot of these guys. I think that a lot of them feel betrayed because they were doing their job. I think a lot of them knew that they were compromising themselves morally. I think it's a tremendous burden a policeman or a soldier takes on themselves when they engage in behavior that they know is wrong, but they have to do it out of a sense of duty and responsibility to their job and to country and to family. To take that moral burden on one's shoulders and then to be told later they're the bad guys, when in fact they were following orders.
When you're doing your research for this and you're approaching the character, are you a stickler for details? Are you wanting...
Oh, yeah. No, I was, you know, both Derek and I landed on that continent for the first time, really, you know? And we were two American actors that were going to portray Africans. And I had felt a tremendous sense of responsibility to get it right. Not only the accent, but the whole demeanor and the whole, who is this man? What is this culture? And same thing with Derek, you know, he had to learn Zulu and Zulu accent. I had to talk in this Afrikaner's accent. And we had to, not only that, understand the entire history of South Africa.
I understand you got some tips, though, from the real Patrick?
Well, Patrick helped Derek primarily.
Okay.
I had an advisor named Henti Bota, who was a former special branch officer and someone that did engage in this behavior and is on his own path of recovery and spiritual renewal. You know, when Mandela got out of jail, he did something that's never been done before at the end of a war, as far as I know, in human history. Is he came out and said, we will not have tribunals, we will not have scores being settled, we will all forgive. And we will move on forward. And we're not going to take the Afrikaner land. A white African is just as African as a black African. And those two things created a miracle and in that country, because you didn't have that violence, you didn't have that infighting, you didn't have those constant trials and bringing up 40 years of history and reliving it over and over again. Everyone seems to be on their way. It's going to take a while, but they're on their way in that country. And I think what's cool about the movie is that you come to the end of this action thriller, this journey of these two characters, and you get to the end of it, and the ending is kind of not your typical ending for a thriller, but it is, and it does exemplify the miracle of South Africa. I don't want to give the ending away, but it's kind of a beautiful, grace-filled, glorious ending.
Tremendous job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.